Got a youth on the day in a night. And a you fight all of me fight. And I run through struggle with all of me might. You know see I not know where you come from. Get a youth, I one where you come from. Yeah, we proud where we come from. And we could have never watched them assumption.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And we are back with you. Well, we started off the morning as 3 little birds. Now we're 2 little birds. All right. One bird flew away. All right. So Nicola has left us for
a caller before we can even.
Jeez, I can't even done talk. Mercy. Good morning, caller. It's Queens. Morning, Queens.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good.
All right. Go right ahead.
Last week, Kenzie's show, defensive show ended abruptly. Around 9:29 p.m. Stephen Roleza was talking, and he said, "Oh, Stephen Roleza, I gotta take a commercial break." He went to a commercial break, played his theme song, and they never came back. He never said, "Okay, we have to end the show." Never came back. So yesterday at the open, he said, "I'm not taking any calls about last week's show. No calls. You can call this number, it's on fine." Fair enough, fine enough. And I've listened radio long enough to know certain things have to be kept inside. So if one of you, like, who are you there now? They say one of you no longer works at CFM. I'm not going to come on there and ask the other one why the other one is no longer with them. Or if one of you go to another station, I'm not going to call this station and ask you why you left the other station. I understand you have to keep certain things in, in the house. I understand that. What gets me on the other hand, though, is sometimes in the interaction with a host, if they ask you a question and it appears that you don't want to answer it, they want to force you to answer it. Answer the question now. You run a question. Answer. And I think I should have the same right to not answer a question that a host gives to me if I don't want to be comfortable in answer it or I don't want to answer it. Mm-hmm. Just like the host would have that. I know they have instruction from management or whatever, and I accept it. So all I ask is, if I read the host, if they ask me a question and I say I don't answer it, don't try to force me to answer. Give me that same right.
Okay. Well,
that's all I have.
Yeah. All right, Queens. I mean that is fair. And
bye.
All right, bye, Queens. I know that when we speak, we tend to have this way of telling persons, answer the question, as we are forcing them or making them feel small for not wanting to answer. But at any point in time, any individual, it is your right to answer a question, yes or no. You could even be subpoenaed and choose not to answer a question. You just might do some jail time, but you could choose not to answer a question. So, it's not a biggie for me. All right. Dave, good morning. Wait, talk about a question to answer. Dave, somebody, good morning. Let's start again. Good morning, Dave, and how are you?
I am fairly fine.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
What? This is strange.
Let me tell you why, right?
Strange.
Because you're going to put me in a spot and I am waiting to hear from Kojo or even Jeff that I gave you homework to do last week and you have not answered. And I told them,
forget about them.
That the next time that you come on,
forget about them.
But you see, in the same vein, Queens just say can't force anybody to answer anything. So
that's right. That's right. And I know all the hypocrites and all the backbiters and come on. I don't like to pretend. I don't pretend. I mean, when I come on public radio, I want to be objective. I want to be impartial, and I want to be as honest as I can be, right? Because today I'm here, tomorrow I'm gone. I don't. There's a lot I have to say, but time does not allow. Time does not permit, because I'm having my personal challenges, and that can take a lot out of you and so on. But yeah, I call. Did I hear you say you have a third voice? So I also want, I want you to know if you all get rid of my doctor friend there.
Oh no, our doctor friend will still be here with us. We just going to have to work out this scheduling a bit, but yes, we are going to have a third voice. Yeah, we'd work out the scheduling, but your good old friend Doc will still be here. Okay.
But that's what. But the third voice done gone already, and she has a Chinese name. Chin? Did I hear Chin?
Yeah, she's married to a Trinidadian of Asian descent. So yeah, but she's Trinidadian, huh? She's Trinidadian Vinci.
Oh, okay. Well, and well, I can scrutinize. I love to scrutinize. I love to investigate. I try to get in on those guys, those technical guys who are on, from Vinlick, right? Because I wanted to know. They say that project is costing some $9 million, and I wanted to know, like, is it the first? Is it it's Vincent Gurney's the first in the Caribbean where the new meters will be installed? Because sometimes I know when these things come, they come in a package with funding from some financial institution. So all of that I wanted to know, and how long they have to, how long it will, take them to complete the project, so to speak. Anyhow, I don't think you can answer some of the questions. So
I think the set to complete the project is 2027, I think, to complete the into the third part of it, if I'm not mistaken. But more information would be out there in the public. So yeah.
Yes. So I was about to say, I'm glad that, because sometimes we can just come and drop something hot and sweaty on people, and there are those of us. There are those of us who are not well, people like myself, because when I was on the scene, I used to go into every rat hole, any kind of hole I could go in. I used to go in that hole to see what's going on. Anyhow,
all right.
Oh, and before I forget, let me just extend publicly my condolences on the passing of former girls' high school headmistress. What's her name? Joy Brown. You were there when she was there?
She was my principal when I left, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, very nice person. And I became close to her when, because just before she died, she sent me best wishes by through my sister and so on. So, and I enjoyed her. I enjoyed her when she used to come on the radio and speak honestly and that sort of thing. She used to be on public radio at one time until she bowed out. So we had that kind of communication. Joy and I had that kind of communication. A wonderful soul, and may she rest in peace. All right, I'm on. I hate driving.
All right, Dave. Thank you for that contribution.
Just to address one thing, he was asking about the smart meters and if it's only St. Vincent doing it. Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominica, and the Cayman Islands have begun installing smart meters as well. St. Kitts and Nevis and Antigua and Barbuda are currently deploying smart meter programs, and Puerto Rico is also, working on smart meters as well as Jamaica. According to the internet, Jamaica has reached 75% smart meter coverage.
All right. Good old Google, folks. Good old Google. All right. All right, so the phone lines are open for you to be interactive with us. Should you wish to ask us anything that we previously discussed or a brand new topic that you want for us to raise, this is your time to do so. This is the Talk to Us, a segment where it's really and truly dedicated to you as the listeners, for us to get your different thoughts and your different opinions. All right, so just going to give you into our prepared topic for today. All right, so what's that?
Somebody here says a suggestion, and they're talking about the conversation from yesterday in terms of the taxi drivers being pranked. And they said a suggestion is when the call is initiated, the taxi driver requests the caller to switch to video chat.
It's interesting. Okay, we'll pick it up after. Well. All right, that was a mistake. All right.
Yeah.
To switch to video chat, but when you switch to video chat, you don't always have to show your face either. Not so?
Yeah,
you could turn it off, right? So that's another thing. It's interesting. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Mason.
And how are you both?
We all right. We there. You
there? Now, I got to share this dream with you, okay?
Dream? A Martin Luther kind of dream?
Last night, yes. Last night, I listened to Kingsley's program. And I religiously do everything with it. After the program, I went to bed. And I started dreaming. I dreamt two men wronging to Kingsley. Now, this is in the dream, okay? Right. Two men wronged Kingsley and told him that they were prison escapees. That means they get out of prison. And they want to come to Kingsley so that Kingsley can save them. Now, I wronged Kingsley. All this is in my dream. I wronged Kingsley and told him the two men they came by my place, men approached. When Kingsley arrived, he called the police. While four of us were there now, the two escapees, Kingsley and myself, before the police arrived, the two men start attacking Kingsley and myself. So, now this is nothing since this now happening in England, right? There is a long tunnel, a very long, dark tunnel that I know very well. Except the Kingsley come on, Kingsley, let's go on here and hide. And as we were going through the tunnel, I woke out my sleep. Now, when I dream, I like to analyze my dreams, okay? And when I have terrible dreams, something nice always turns out.
Okay.
Two dreams I used to have regularly while I was in England, which was very scary. I dream I come to St. Vincent on my vacation. When I'm ready to go back, I have no passport, no ticket, no money, and I don't know who to ask. When I wake out my sleep, I thought, my God, I'm in England, right? Another time again, I dreamt, this is serious. I go to a dance. The dance downstairs, like in a cellar. When the dance over and everybody going through, when I get to the door to go out, I can't. I'm too tall. Oh, and I blocked in. That was horrible. So, simply, I don't know what happened there. I hope things work out good for you. Hopefully, I hope it worked out good for me also. But that was the dream I had. I thought I must share it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Mason.
Okay, see you later. Good day.
Bye-bye. What do you do when you come across weird dreams?
Think about it until I forget it, mostly because I've never really gone to anybody to interpret my dream. I don't know who to go to interpret dreams. I only know of the regular, or if I could call them regular, that the older people would say if you dream about fish, somebody pregnant. I don't know how true these are. If you dream about wedding, somebody's going to die. If you dream about snakes and dogs and these things, that means you're going to get an enemy or somebody's going to attack you. Things like that. That dream that Mr. Mason talk about with waking up and not having his passport, those are the kind of dreams that you'd get when you have a big event coming up or you have to travel. And every time I have something important to do, I always dream that I wake up too late and I miss the appointment, the interview, the flight, or whatever, and I wake up out my sleep in panic.
Yeah, I think it's because you're anxious or you're nervous about whatever it is. So, and that's the thing, sometimes they try to tell you to clear your mind before going to sleep. Like whatever it is that you went through in the day, try as best as possible to not go to bed with whatever the thought is, because it's going to manifest in your dreams. And then when it manifests in your dreams, you end up interpreting it in a way where it's something negative that is possibly going to happen when it's just your subconscious did not go to rest. So yeah, that's just one of those things. But when it is I come across those weird dreams, like persons who it is that I haven't, let's say, seen in a long time or whatever the case might be, I would just reach out to the person. I might either say a prayer for the individual or reach out to the person, just checking in to see if they're okay. But I try not to take a lot of these dreams too seriously. Like when your parents had dreams, like your mother's had a dream, and it just put you in this state of panic, because when it comes from your parents or when it comes from your mother, it's a little bit, you want to think that is going to be real when sometimes it's just they having a dream. We are going to have good and bad dreams. So not necessarily. I for the most part, tend not to pay attention to dreams because they're just dreams,
Some people believe dreams are messages, and they would tell you to try to remember your dreams because it's a message.
If I dream about 5 numbers, I am going to play Lotto or Super 6 or how much numbers in Super 6. I'm not even sure. If I dream numbers, that is what it is I would do. Play Lotto or Super 6. But I do remember coming across a story of this young lady who started a business and became very successful because her grandmother visited her in the dreams. And when she sold the business, she sold it for millions. Well, it might have been billions, but she gave her the recipe. I think was it a hair products business? I think it was that, So the grandmother came to her in the dream and told her about the products and so forth. And she used that dream to help to launch a business, to start a business. And I was like, wow. So those things I might take as being real, but I suppose I just picking and choosing them. That might be it. All right. So I see Kojo trying to tackle me there. Kojo, if it's one thing I've learned with my life is to pick my battles. All right. So that first part that you said, it's not a matter of giving the person an out, but what am I going to do? Go back and forth on the airways about it? No, I'm not. Right. The other part that you mentioned, we all address that on air. So we've moved past that one, but I can't pick my battles with I can't go to battle with everything. I have to pick my battles, all right? And I don't think this is my battle to fight either. So, Kojo, we're still good. You hear? But yeah, that's it. And with that, we are heading on out into Oh, somebody knows the story that I'm talking about, right? So this is about Carol's daughter beauty products. All right.
A fancy person?
No, it's from the States, somebody in the States. All right. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of the business, but yeah. All right. So for sure. Now we heading on out, okay?